As a new baseball season begins, Magic Johnson is in the spotlight. The Basketball Hall of Famer leads a group of investors that is buying the LA Dodgers, get this, $2 billion.
With a B. Earvin Magic Johnson is here in Studio 57, and we are so excited that you were coming, Earvin.
Well,
so excited.
It's crazy that you two are together because you two are my favorite people. And Jeff, I just met Jeff, but I love Gail, and Charlie is my man. So I'm sorry, Jeff, you know.
Yeah. Do keep talking. No, but here's the thing about you. Baseball owner, legendary basketball player, baseball owner. I was telling you that I saw the documentary about the announcement when you first announced. We'll talk about that in a second. But in that documentary, you had said, you know, I want to be a businessman.
Right.
And now you are a businessman. I'm thinking it's
a businessman.
A businessman.
I mean, this is a big businessman.
Yes, you are ginormous. I'm thinking things are going very well for you, Earvin
They're
Magic
going
Johnson,
very
these
well.
days.
I am blessed, and you know, who would have ever thought that the Dodgers would ever be for sale, and that I would have an opportunity with, of course, Mark Walters.
Did you like baseball?
I love
was surprised
baseball.
at that.
I grew up watching the Detroit Tigers.
Okay,
and so,
of course.
That was my home team, and I love the Dodgers. I've always gone to the games and supported them, and it's going to be great. We don't take over actually till May, but what a great opportunity for myself and my partner.
Now, isn't it great if you like something, you can just buy it?
I know.
But $2 billion is a big price tag. I mean, did you put this group together, and the Guggenheim partners are part of this, right?
Yes,
Alan Schwartz and others?
Exactly, and Stan Kasten and
Right.
Peter Gruber. So all of us came together, and I was a part of that. And Stan Kasten actually brought everybody together. But it's amazing. And the price tag, it's about market value.
It's about sports.
Yes,
I mean, it's about
yes.
television.
Exactly, about TV. It's about also the team on the field. We have a great young team, Matt Kemp and Kershaw, our Cy Young pitcher, and has some great young talent as well.
Did you see
we want to build
Moneyball?
around them. Oh, yeah, I saw Moneyball.
Wasn't that good?
Oh, it was great.
I love that movie,
It was
too.
great.
What makes you a great businessman? I mean, you really have brought magical talent to business. I mean, you own a lot of restaurants. You own a whole bunch of stuff all around the country.
Yeah.
And so many athletes are broke, Charlie. That's why I'm curious. What do you
What is
know
it
that
that
they
you have?
didn't? Yeah.
I think, number one, I took my ego out of it, and I had great mentors.
Took your
That's
ego
number
out.
one. And then I formed great partnerships. When you think about Howard Schultz and Starbucks,
Right.
and you think about, you know, now the Guggenheim Group and Mark Walters. So great partnerships, and those partnerships were able to help me understand business in terms of the CEOs who ran those businesses. And then I just took that model and took it over to Urban America, and it made me successful.
Speaking of partnerships, tell us about the friendship between you and Larry Bird, and where did it exactly begin? Because it was an intense competition going back to college.
Charlie, you're absolutely right. You know, we played for the NCAA championship, and when he was playing for Indiana State, me for Michigan State. When you think about then coming into the Lakers and the Celtics, two rivals.
Yes.
They were already rivals before Larry and I entered into the NBA. And then, so we got a chance to play against each other then. So we hated each other.
No, and you use the word hated, too. Because I saw the play Magic Bird. I saw it. It's very, very, very well done, I have to say. And really, I was surprised at the intensity, because I never think you should say hate.
Yes.
But I was surprised at the intensity of the dislike that you both had for each other. It was a really
I'll
hate
change the word to dislike. And, well, because, you know, we were fighting for something. When you're fighting for a championship, and also you're fighting to try to be the best of the NBA as an individual, you're going to have a dislike. And what happened, his mom, I shot a commercial at his house.
Converse?
Yeah, Converse commercial. And at the lunch break, I thought I was going to my trailer to have lunch. And he said, no, my mom has prepared this great lunch for us, and you got to go up to the house. And Gail and Charlie, I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, I got to go up to his house now? You know?
And break bread?
And break bread with the man?
I didn't ask for this.
No. So I get up there, and as soon as I walk through the door, his mom just hugged me.
you.
And that was
Go,
it. That
Mom.
disarmed me. That made me relax. And then she was telling me how, you know, she
Mom
loved
liked
me.
you.
And
Yeah.
exactly.
Mama's a big Magic fan.
Exactly. And so it was really the beginning of our friendship, because then we sat and talked like two little boys. We found out we were much alike. Him being from Indiana, me from Michigan, two Midwest boys, grew up the same way, poor, hardworking families,
You found that you had a lot in common.
That's
in fact,
right.
In the documentary, The Announcement, which I have to say, I highly recommend. I got so choked up so many times watching different points of your life. But Larry Bird was one of the first people you called before you made the announcement that you had the HIV virus.
Exactly, and I wanted him to know directly from me and his support along the way, that not just then 20 years ago, but for the last 20 years have been unbelievable. And you find out who your friends are really when something like this happens to you. And that man, Larry Bird, has been supporting me from day one. And then we turn around, right? So Fran and Tony called me about this play, right? So I said, okay, sounds good. Let me go see Lombardi, because they produced Lombardi. And I said, okay, cool. It was great. I pick up the phone, call Larry. I said, man, we got a chance of a lifetime. You know, they want to do a show on Broadway about our lives.
And he's so talkative. What did you say?
So Larry says, are you kidding me? A hick from Indiana and a black kid from Lansing, Michigan. What they want to do a play about our lives for? And that's what he said, you know. That's typical Larry, but the play is unbelievable.
Yes. What did you once say about him? He's the one basketball player that you knew who was white that you could take to the neighborhood.
That's right.
And they would accept him immediately.
No question about it, because Larry Bird can really, really play basketball, and he can play with any group of people. It doesn't matter if you're black, you're white, whatever, because he's so smart at the game. Larry Bird was the smartest player I played against.
Wow.
Michael Jordan was the greatest player that I played against, and he's the best that's ever done it. But Larry Bird is the smartest player I've ever played against. And this man, just like Michael, made his teammates better.
Your rival can make you better.
Oh,
don't
yeah.
you think? Your rival
All
can
the time.
make you better.
They make you
in
better.
all things.
Make you better as an athlete and make you better as a man and a person too at the same time. And Larry Bird, I'm glad I got blessed to have this man in my life for the last 30 years or so.
Before we go, tell me how's your health? How are you doing?
I'm fine. Everything is working out good. I dropped about 20, 25 pounds. I wanted to cut down. I was snacking too much. So I increased my cardio, and everything is good.
Lift some weights.
Yes. And then Cookie Gail told me, honey, I can't get my arms around you. When she told me I couldn't get my arms around you, that was it. I had to go get ready and work out. So it's been great.
And special shout out to Cookie, because boy, hasn't she been a true champion
She has.
all
She's
along the way.
Thank you.
From
Thank
day
you.
one.
It's good seeing both of you.
Oh, thank you.
And Jeff, hey, man.
Thanks for tossing me. Thanks for the hat.
Jeff,
by the
he
way.
did bring you a
Good to
hat.
see you with that Dodger
He's
hat.
trying to convert all of us.
He did
Well,
bring you a
I
hat.
know we're in
If I can,
Yankee and
buddy.
Mets country, but, you know, we can be your West Coast team.
Thank you, Patrick. The play is Magic Bird. It opens on Broadway.
Watch out, Lakers. He may be owning you next.